KPop Demon Hunters Breakout Kevin Wu signs with UTA. K-pop singer, songwriter and actor Kevin Wu has signed with UTA for worldwide representation in all areas. Wu provided the singing voice of Mystery Saja for the Saja Boys fictional group of demons created for KPop Demon Hunters, the Netflix animated film phenomenon. With over 315 million views to date, KPop Demon Hunters ranks as Netflix's most watched film of all time. The animated movie chronicles the adventures of Huntrix, a fictional K-pop girl group comprising 3 members who just happen to also fight monsters from the underworld. The box office and streaming success of the project has launched real K-pop groups on TikTok to recreate the film's fictional boy group Saja Boys. The K-pop Demon Hunters soundtrack, including the Saja Boys, Your Idol, and Soda Pop, spent several weeks in the top 10 of the Billboard 200 chart. A sequel film is the subject of talks between Netflix and Sony Animation. UTA also represents Maggie Kong, the creator and co-director of K-pop Demon Hunters, as well as Ray Omi, a voice for Huntrix. Wu was earlier a K-pop idol in South Korea with the 6-member group U-KISS, which debuted in 2008. He was also an original cast member for the Broadway musical K-pop, which premiered in 2022. Wu will perform his first U.S. solo show at the iconic Troubadour in West Hollywood on November 25. He will also be featured in Anderson .Poc's directorial debut, K-Pops, set for a theatrical release in January 2026. Wu is managed by the Mono Music Group for music, and Atlas Artists for acting. Why, K-pop Demon Hunters toys won't be on shelves for the holidays. When I was 8 years old, my brother, 10 at the time, and I really wanted pro wrestling for the NES, Nintendo Entertainment System. Pro wrestling had a monster character called the Amazon, who bit his opponent's heads. That's pretty much all it took back then for a game to be a hit. But for Christmas 1989, we got WWF WrestleMania, a terrible game with real WWF, now WWE, wrestlers. The worst part. No one bit anyone's head in the officially licensed game. This Christmas, 8-year-olds may be disappointed for another reason. Netflix's, by way of Sony most watched ever movie K-pop Demon Hunters, is still all the rage. If you don't know K-pop Demon Hunters yet, you will in a week when roughly 10,000 roomies come trick-or-treating. Quality on the HUNTR/X costumes will vary, as the only options are homemade, sort of rush-delivered officially licensed Spirit Halloween costumes or a generic knockoff. Parents will only have that final option come Christmas toy shopping. Earlier this week, Netflix signed deals with toy makers Mattel and Hasbro to manufacture K-pop Demon Hunters consumer products. Mattel will make the dolls, action figures, accessories, collectibles and playsets. Hasbro will make the stuffies, electronics and board games. The problem is, none of this stuff will be available for this holiday season, when they would be in peak demand. Don't blame the builders. Well, not too much. A Netflix spokesperson told The Hollywood Reporter that when the streamer approached its licensing partners and retailers in 2024, it received only soft interest. That's not shocking. K-pop Demon Hunters was wholly new, unproven IP. 1 year and 325 million views later, everyone is sprinting at full speed to catch up to demand. They won't make it for the holidays. Not these holidays at least. It's just not possible. Making toys and games usually takes about 18 months from concept to store shelves. Nick Karamanos, Mattel's Senior Vice President of Entertainment Partnerships, tells The Hollywood Reporter. Where were you at those pitch meetings 12 to 18 months ago, Nick? Just kidding, until I see my daughter's Christmas lists, perhaps. Karamanos and his counterparts at Netflix, and probably Hasbro, though they didn't respond to our emails, are on it. Their stuff will begin to come out in phases from spring 2026 through Christmas 2026. This is warp speed for us, Karamanos said. It is absolutely the fastest we've ever done. To put it another way, Santa's elves couldn't even keep up with Karamono's assembly line, so don't bank on that loophole either, kids. And Netflix is wildly expediting the product selection process on its end, he said. Some products have already been dreamt up by Mattel and approved by the streamer. Those products, Karamonos could not elaborate on what they are, will be the first ones out. It helps to play catch-up with a company you've worked with before. Mattel makes toys for Netflix series Stranger Things, Squid Game, and Bridgerton. Pushing the pedal to the metal here will not push aside quality control. A huge point of emphasis for us, Karamonos promised. Another is providing what he called newness in its product line. In other words, Mattel isn't just making Barbie dolls with long purple braids, though there will probably be those too here. The excellent music of KPop Demon Hunters is on the table, absolutely, for his line, Karamonos said. Karamonos says he's cool sharing the eventual spoils with competitor Hasbro. They have a core competency and they're going to create products in their areas that we wouldn't, and so I wish them well. A person with knowledge of the deal told THR that Mattel is making about 80% of the consumer products in the Mattel/Hasbro split. HUNTR/X fans won't be totally so this Christmas. Netflix's own shop carries KPop Demon Hunters clothing, Funko Pop, figures, light sticks created by Copen Global, etc., and themed apparel continues to roll out at Amazon, Zara Kids, Target, Gap, Old Navy, and Hot Topic. One thing Netflix and Mattel and Hasbro and every other company named in this story definitely doesn't want you doing is buying unlicensed KPop Demon Hunters toys on, say, Etsy, or generic knockoffs, like Korean movie figures. Netflix says it will work closely with our IP security team to take action where appropriate. They'll have help. We certainly would help Netflix go and pursue those counterfeits, Karamonos said.